Damn, I should have.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Do Not Disturb podcast from your favorite father and son duo, you know,
Hmm.
Darren and Dave. What's happening, Pops?
What up, though?
Hey, man, ain't nothing, man. Hey, I just let everybody know if you don't got no tough skin, man, this is not the place for you to be. This is everyday conversations between the between the son and the father. Um, and this is just what we do. And we just want to bring some insight to everybody and just let everybody into our conversations, to our daily talks, and how we get along, man, and just how we make it through the everyday life of bouncing off each other's ideas and each other's face. So, hey, let's get it. So, it's our
Let's
first
get
one,
it.
man. This is how we going to get it. So,
This the start of it, huh?
huh?
This the start of it.
At the start of it, man.
Let's get it. Let's get it to 'em.
Yeah, let's get it, man. So yeah, so man, what we want to start off with, man, is I don't know if everybody's seen the movie Last Kingdom. Well, it's a TV show actually, so I apologize.
It's a Netflix series. It's a Netflix series.
Next Netflix series, and it's dope, man. And the root of it is the Danes and the Saxons. You know, you got the Danes who um they was from more so up north. You know, Norway, Denmark, you know, and then you got your Saxons, who were the individuals who settled in the England area, aka the Christians being the Saxons, and the Danes, they had their own guys, man, and they just did what they did. So we got a little bit of shit to talk about, man, when it come to this, man. So
Yeah.
so me and my
This the one.
dad, hey man, we Danes, man.
So let me start you guys off with this. So my son and I, we always having these crazy conversations, man, and
Always.
we always talking like on the weekend when pops get off work or whatever the case may be. It's a time difference, because he's where he is and where I'm at, but it's we working it out. So this is our first one, but he just came to me one day, man. He was talking to me. He's like, "Pops, man, I'm on these series, and my son, he always give me a series to watch on TV, but
Can be
his
trash.
his track record, man, hadn't been too well. He'd give me a movie, and it'd be a B-rated number five. So he said, "Yo, Pops, man, jump on this Netflix." I'm like, "All right, I got you, bro." So I watched it, man, and that's an amazing movie because him and I always go back and forth about religion, right? And we always have the same opinion about it. So the movie is really about the Saxons who are Christians and the Danes who are more or less like my son and I, man. We just from the backwoods, we just do it the way we want to do it.
Straight
And
up.
we have our rules and we believe in God, but I mean, we're not gonna be going at it like those Saxons because they stabbing each other in the back. So we just really had to get onto this on this
Yeah.
podcast and talk about that first because I think once we get onto this and y'all hear us talking about, I bet you everybody's gonna start watching this on Netflix.
Right. Right, man. And I think the misconception is like, oh, especially according to the series, like, oh, if you was if you a Dane, you don't believe in God and you not Christian like. But it's like, bro, it shouldn't even be like that. Like I feel like at the end of the day, either you believe in a higher power or you don't. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that you should shun me or look down on me because I just believe in God, but I don't have to go by your exact stories. So this is not to down Christians or anything like that. Again, these are just opinions that me and my dad have and that we talk about on a daily basis, and it's like, hey, I believe in God. It might not be the God that you believe in, but
Right.
I believe that it's something that controls us. You know what I'm saying?
Our
And
power, we're not the strongest ones out there.
yeah, but we not. But you messing with them Saxons, it's hey, and the Danes too. But it was more so them Saxons. It was like, hey man, if you're not rocking with us, and if you don't believe in Jesus, cause we gonna try to convert you and do all of this and do all of that. And if you don't believe in it, then it's off with your head. But it's like,
Yeah, but
okay,
yet still you say you a Christian and you don't want to do nothing wrong, but they stick it. If you don't believe in God, then they gonna stick a gullet in you. They gonna stick a sword in your gullet.
And
And
that's crazy.
they was serious about that stuff on there too, man. And I tell you, my son put me on it, and I really didn't want to do it because him and I have these conversations, with other families, and it don't come out right. But
No.
I think well, if y'all watch this Netflix, man, you get on this thing, it's tight because I'm a straight day. Like you couldn't come to me, you couldn't even come to me talking about this Saxon thing because they the ones over there messing with each other in the butt and this and that, but yet still they want to be a Christian. That's
Yeah.
not Christian. I
Yeah.
mean, come on. And it was serious though. And the star of the show, what was his name?
They talking about King
Uhtred. Uhtred of Badenburg.
Uhtred Babenbug.
All right, that's the man. That's the one you're gonna follow.
That's
But
the
I
man.
promise you watch this, man, y'all gonna be like, oh man, OG and Dave was on point with this.
Yeah, because it's like it's it's brother man Uhtred, bro. Like just the fact that he was born a Saxon, but like raised a Dane. You see both sides of it, and how they was doing him so wrong. It's like, bro, he was born a Christian or a Saxon. He was born that. So just because he have his other ways and do things the way he do it, don't mean that you should shun him or like look down upon him. Because if it wasn't for him, your kingdom and Wessex wouldn't be doing what it's
And
doing now.
that's why y'all should watch it because it just goes to show you how this Christian, the kings in Britain or whatever, before this all started, this is where the movie starts, 300 something before BC, right? If I'm not mistaken. So,
Yeah, it
I
was
mean,
back then.
it's showing you how the people in Britain was already doing that, these Christians, how they made this man fight for them, but at the same time, they're turned on him and his
Right.
people. And how you gonna have an opinion about him, man, who he would die for you, but you look at him differently because he's a Dane. I mean, who cares? He's still fighting for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just because he ain't going to your damn church and paying your tithes and got a dang on ATM in the front of the church, now you want to be hating on him.
Yeah.
Because that's what it all boils down to if you look at it from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's like a saying, right? Like, okay, because the Saxons knew the Danes was a problem, right? So you trying to swallow the spider to catch a fly. Cause now you have to, you gotta team up with a monster to defeat a monster.
Right.
So you trying to swallow the spider to catch a fly.
But you trying to have him to live by your way.
But he gotta live by your ways. But it's like you already teaming up with a monster. So what does that make you? You feel me? If you teaming up with the devil to beat the devil, I mean, I ain't trying to call, I ain't trying to call you the devil, but hey, what does that make you? Like,
Again, that's why y'all need to watch it. I'm calling it what it is.
hey, it's a spade, man. And it's just real life. And again, we're not trying to shun nobody for what they believe in, but at the end of the day, man, what me and my pops talk about it's just like real life thoughts. It's the thoughts that everybody have, but they can't put it out there or put it on paper. You know what
And
I'm
I
saying?
never would have thought that I would have to use a Netflix series for me to look at it that way because I mean I don't have no problem with no one if they believe in Christian or anything, but I just know that there is a higher power, but there's no blind hair and blue eyes running around this way.
You ain't lying. Sure.
So, and I'm pretty sure, and that's why my son and I, when we talked about it, we was like, it's kind of it's going to be funny to do this type of show on the first podcast because we had said we'd never do anything with religion or politics and everything, but really us watching this series is the one that told us, maybe we'll try to do this on a podcast and show the kind of relationship that, African American, you know, father and son, the kind of relationship they have because this is my best friend. I talk to my son. Hey, I gotta talk to him
All
because
the
he keeps me
time.
grounded. But sometimes I'll be going off the chain.
Yeah, man. So if y'all don't know, man, like, and I hope that this gets out there for everybody to really like understand where we're coming from as a duo and as a family from a father to a son. But man, my father, man, his outlooks sometimes could be very like radical. And I understand him because at the end of the day, he comes from a different time period that I come from, you know. So he was raised old school, you know, and I'm more of the understanding one, you know what I'm saying, who try to kind of mediate everything. And I think that's what makes us so special because I could kind of bring him down back to earth. But with that being said, what he says and his views, a lot of times is not wrong. It's just one way. It's just one way.
I just don't know how. I think my son is the one that gives me the filter because like I learned
He ain't got no
from him,
filter.
literally. I learned from him because he'd tell me a lot of things like, "Dog, pops, how you gonna say it? Man, you really talk to people like that?" Yeah,
Yeah.
but he like, man, you got to push that back a little bit, bro, because I'm listening to what you're saying. But for me, I honestly just feel that if you don't have common sense and you don't really understand what we're talking about, man, don't take it the wrong way. Just take it.
And how common is common sense nowadays, Fox?
Right, right. And I think this is the perfect thing to start with. But the series is going to be a long, man. I think it's going to be what, like 5 seasons.
It's man, it's
But
somewhere, man. It's long.
but it's gonna be a good one. They 50-minute episodes, man. But trust me, when you get into it, you gonna like it because
Yeah.
it's gonna have you have a total different outlook on everything, especially if you're looking at these videos on YouTube with the religion thing, this and that. And if you want to be a part of the thing like my son and I, where I tell you right now, I don't vote,
Nah, vote, bro.
but I ain't got no problem with Donald Trump coming in. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no issue at all, man. Hey, at the end of the day, man, and since we speaking on it, I just feel like, it's a division tactic, man. I feel like we as people are already separated. And I'm not even just gonna hone in on the African Americans ourselves because we know how divisive that we could be. But I feel like it's just another division tactic, and man, once you come across these other people from other countries and you see what these people believe in and then what those people believe in, and then what we believe in as Americans, which is predominantly Christian, it's like, bro, like, why add more division? Like,
And that's what they use to push it, son. And I think another thing with my son and I is like, first of all, shout out to the expats from overseas. You
hey
talk
man,
to
expats, you know what I'm saying? Military.
been what, 7, 8 years in Iraq and Kuwait, so I see the other side
Right.
of what goes on over there, man. And we generally tend to act just like they do because they understand where we're coming from. Like they don't look down to a black man when they're over there, whereas we right here in our country,
Mm-hmm.
and man, you can't even spit out the window, bro.
No.
So, but that's what made us or me as a person, like actually be able to distill that to my son. That once we got over there, he can look at it the same way because most of these people here, they're not your friend, bro.
Mm-mm.
And if you look at TV, this is the only thing they're trying to. This is what they're pushing on TV now. That's why you couldn't get me to watch CNN because I mean, what? Ain't no problem with me. It's crazy. But that dang on Dane and Saxon, bro, I'm
Hey,
100% on that.
them Dana Sacks, and it's to kind of piggyback off of what you were saying. It's like, bro, like you really wouldn't like know until you really start to meet different people from like other countries. Cause
They're different.
man, people are so like, oh, okay, think about it. You in Texas. You meet somebody from Texas or California, they believe they the only thing popping. And
They
it's it's nothing outside of those states/cities, you know? And man, when you go to these different countries, it's like, but you see a different view and you see how these people live, you know?
mm,
And like I was telling you the other day, it's like, for these Muslims, and again, nothing against Christians, bro, but these Muslims are disciplined, bro. Like they
right.
disciplined, and
Listen,
people
man,
can
but
talk crazy all day. Oh,
this shit is chess. It ain't checkers, and
bruh,
that's what they
yeah,
playing. Because it ain't about the
discipline.
money. And see, again, this day and the Saxon thing, and this is your first king now. And all this stuff we read about in the history paper. in the history books that they taught in you guys in schools, not in our school. But they gonna tell you that these people were the ones that started everything, and they was living by the sword. Like they don't care, killing their own people, and this is what they're trying to push to you on TV right now. Now we're not saying don't watch TV. I'm just saying you have to kind of open up a little more about what you're looking at and what you're taking in and believing.
Right.
Because my son and I, we are heavy on the like Joe Rogan and stuff, man. The Mike Tyson, man. Excuse my French, but the fraud, the DMTC. Now you talking common sense to me.
DMT, yeah.
I would rather talk to a person that's gonna come to me straight from that than try to tell me, I need you to go here and fight this war. Nah,
man.
So I respect people like that.
Yeah, but let's use this. Let's just use this, man. Like who was I listening to the other day? Oh, I don't remember, man. And I feel bad for not shouting them out when they said this. Oh, I feel so bad.
But was Cat Williams.
Nah, man, it wasn't Cat Williams, man. It was somebody explaining the art of war. Ah, man, I was watching it on YouTube.
No, that was something when he was talking about who built the pyramids. He was actually talking to Joe Rogan about that.
Yeah, that was Cat Williams. But this was somebody else, man. And they said something. They said, people think like the art of war is just all about war, and it's like always about defeating the other person. But the art of war, it was a cat that's serving time in Angola prison. I forgot his name, but I seen his interview, man. And he said the art of war is actually like about the art of peace. You know what I'm saying? Like it teaches you how to not always go after your enemy. You know, it's like sometimes defeating your enemy could happen because of just peace. You know,
for sure.
And I think that's where a lot of our conversations come from, because a lot of wars be happening because of religion. If it's not money,
that's what they try.
At least back in the day, that's what it was about. So it's like when people try to talk peace, man, and just like understanding other people and like understanding other religions, because I got to understand my pop's views all the time, and y'all don't know how much of a headache that give me, but I got to understand his views all the time. So it's like I'm not about to go to war with him. So why would it come to religion? It's always a war, you know, and a war can be settled by peace. You feel what I'm saying? And I think
that's what they want to push. If that's what they want to push. But see, they doing this now. This is all about that dollar bill, y'all.
That dollar bill, y'all.
United States can't do what they did before, man, because you're not the only. I mean, it's a proven fact, man. History always serves itself. That's why it always comes back to pass, man. The chicken will come home to roost, as Malcolm had said. Just like we was talking to you about this Dane and Saxon thing. It's always going to come back, man. They always going to come back to trying to push this war issue. It's never going to change. It's never going to change.
Yeah.
But my son and I, man, we really really wanted to do this, but no, kind of a little more no filter thing, because we actually tried to start this earlier, but wanted to
do a little
especially me, because as you can see, I am not from Texas. I'm a private contractor. I'm from the, hey, what up, though? 313, baby. So it's kind of, they trying to treat me different down here in Texas, because when I come off, I come off.
Right.
Like, for real. So, and they don't really understand it. I ain't gotta ride no cow and talk and kiss your ass, bro, to live next to you. Right. You know what I mean? I ain't wear no boots and no blue jeans, but that ain't what I do. Right. I'm gonna put on a pair of Tim's and a Michigan jacket.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. We actually tried this earlier, man, and we found ourselves being a little too filtered, but we understood that we would not be giving y'all the justice of really understanding where we coming from if we take away a lot of the things that we talk about, because at the end of the day, man, this is not just no normal podcast. I don't even know whether to call it a podcast or not, but it's really more so just a heart-to-heart conversation from me and my
Right.
pops that we
And
have
the more
all the
important,
time. And we really
yeah,
sparing a lot of y'all people. Y'all don't understand. It's a lot of things that we could talk about, but we're really trying to spare people because we understand that this is not the platform that we're trying to downgrade nobody. But best believe a lot of these conversations gonna come up, but your name not gonna be involved. But
yeah,
it'll
it
get
might even
one day.
be close family. But yeah, that's why you got to be very 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 picky about what you talk about. And we really was not going to do this Daniel Saxon thing, but it makes us not trying to take the gloves off, and not always trying to be scripted when you're trying to
Right.
do a podcast for your first time, So,
Mhm.
and as we get into this, it's going to get much better. But all I know is that, man, my son and I have conversations like this I look forward to talking to him at least once or twice a week. If I have problems or I have something to talk about, I have to talk to my son because he's really the only one that'll listen, that understand where I'm coming from. Because most of the time when I talk to people, I'll come off as being what's that word they say we are done? Condescending.
Condescending.
They try to use the 25 words, but they don't even know what the hell they're talking about.
Shut
But
up.
yeah.
Elon, man, that's the person that taught me that word, man. Elon Jovel, he taught me that word. I didn't know what the hell
Neither did I.
condescending.
But that's too many syllables to be taught. Now you doing that kuma kum talking when you talk about that.
Cool, but cool.
Yeah. I ain't had no tassels hanging off mine.
Cool, but cool. Hey, man,
That's you and me.
yeah, man.
Sure.
Speaking of Kuma Kun, man, and you say, man, we're gonna get into it, man. So let's get into it. But
What's
speaking of
up?
Kun, man, when I first made the dean's list, man, my pops, took me over to Thailand, man, and just as a father and a
Yeah.
son, man, that was a great time to spend with my dad, and he said, hey, man, he said, you made the dean's list? Mind you, I don't think he had the expectations of me graduating college
Hey,
or doing good in college. I'll say that. I ain't gonna say graduate, but doing good.
like I was just like, just get on in there and use that dollar bill that we spending and get your ass up out of there. It wasn't no tassel. That was your sister's lane. You know what I mean? And that
Yeah.
joke came that cool. I was like, oh shit, I gotta treat him with something. Boy,
Boom.
that
And
joke came back went to school and told his friend, man, my father take me to Disneyland. He took me to Thailand. That
in
boy been
Thailand.
going to
Hey, and shout out to all my expats, man. If you know, you know.
boy.
Feel me? But we'll
That's
get
different.
into all of that, a little bit
Yeah,
later down the
later,
line.
because it's not too many people that can sit up there and say, yeah, man, Pops and his son, they did some old hangover shit.
Hey, straight up.
These people, they just seen it on the movies. We coming to you live in the memory, baby.
Hey, and got memories to prove it.
Mm.
Got memories to prove it, man.
But
Yeah, man. This is what we do, man, all the time.
about that,
You said what?
I'm a good guy, so I ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, not maybe. But man, we're gonna save it for everybody, man. So we just hope that everybody tunes in and just kind of, you know, uh, relate to where we're coming from. And if you can't relate, at least you could try to relate and understand, because you all might have these same type of visions or these same type of aspirations that we have and that we actually do. And man, we could talk about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So even if you haven't experienced it, it's something that we could talk about, man. And just like, man, let y'all know what's up.
Yeah,
So y'all do
what we get
experience.
into, let us know. We always have some because it's probably not gonna be nothing that you guys can bring up that we probably haven't already. It's
You ain't got.
crazy having it done. And now you're talking about a 55-year-old man and
You don't know my
30
age. You don't know my age. What's my age? How old am I?
a 29-year-old child, man, a
Okay, okay,
kid,
okay,
young man.
okay.
I mean, I got a grandson now, man.
Yeah.
Well, we got a future president coming and all that. So there it is. There you go.
For my
But
cup.
then,
Happy, hey, what's that? Happy first Father's Day.
oh shit, you done had two now, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, but so I'm proud of this, man. That's why we're gonna try to just do this thing. I mean, if it work, it work. If it don't, well, whatever happens, happens. But I just think we can push some stuff out, man, that a lot of people will try to listen to because we have a kind of relationship that people don't know we have.
yeah,
Envy it more than anything else. So instead of having haters, we just want to go ahead and have some appreciators and really keep this thing rolling.
facts. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause man, especially with us, man, because you don't really see a lot of especially African American sons and fathers having a relationship. And even if they don't have the relationship, a lot of them just didn't have the chance. A lot of,
Right.
you know,
That's the blessing, man.
yeah,
Because
yeah, because you have a lot.
I tell my kids every day, man, when I was coming up back in the D, man, I didn't even see myself. Well, I made out of high school, but I didn't even see myself getting past 20, 25 years old. And
Mhm.
out here at 55 with a grandkid, man, and two beautiful grown children, man. That's got to be a blessing because a lot of people can't say that, or they 55 got pop bellies and everything, man. Like I can walk out in public with my kids, bro.
And be all
They chill.
right. And be all right.
Shoot,
And,
where you want to go? Go to the
and
mall,
you
to the strip.
and you lost your pops at a young age.
Yeah, so I had to make sure. I promised my son that I was going to make sure that, I was there for him, because man, he left at a time when I was a freshman in high school, just being the 10th grade, like time when we were really getting close and really putting that oomph in me and the common sense aspect of a man, taking care of your family, taking care of your wife, just pushing values through people. And we were just getting to that point, man, and then he passed. So it was hard for me. But I promised that I was going to make sure that when I had my children, I was going to make sure that I was there and instill in them and keep them real. Because man, they try to hoodwink you out here, bro.
Yeah,
And and if you don't teach your children, man, you'll be a grandkid you'll be a grandpa at 34.
you ain't
Believe,
lying. You
because
ain't
they
lying.
running around down here in Texas, bro. That I think that's the dang on norm. Like if you don't have a child at 17, you got a problem. What's wrong
You got a
with you?
problem. Yeah, yeah.
They push me inside the house, bro. I'm like, man, come on. And then they wonder why they going here shooting up schools and shit because you having kids that you 17 your damn self. You can't be
Yeah,
teaching them at 17, bro.
yeah, yeah. No, that's true, man. I think it's important, man, to have your pops. And just like he said, because I don't know where I'd be if I lost my pops at a young age. I'm just blessed enough to take advantage of it. And that's why we're doing like what we're doing now,
Right.
because I have my pops at this age. I'm 29 and he's 55, and then we can still talk like every day. And everybody don't have that luxury, you know,
Mm-mm. I
and
probably can't get out
yeah.
there and play basketball with him no more, man, because shit hurt when I got out of bed. But
Yeah.
we probably, you know,
Hey,
that's that.
and just to take a little turn though, but speaking of shooting up schools, you did you see what happened in Russia?
We kind of like was on our podcast thing today because I was all very, we've been talking about this for the past, all excited, trying to get our friends to look at it. But I kind of seen something come across the TV when I got off the phone with you this morning, you know,
Yeah,
and I want to say it's 40 people in ISIS, right?
it might. Hey,
Hey,
that's what they saying.
so well, I mean, I don't know if this is the normal propaganda shit that goes on or it just goes totally. Ain't nobody untouchable, my nigga.
Ain't nobody untouchable, bro. Ain't nobody untouchable, man.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I just looked on. And I say we was never gonna talk about this news stuff, man, but most of it's on YouTube. I saw where they said the Russians and China was trying to make a deal to say that so we can still come through the Red Sea and we don't have no problems. And now this happens.
Yeah,
Hey man, like I said, I don't have no problem with what's going on. That'll work. But I just more concerned about it now because I have children that's, closer to that situation right now.
Right.
But other than that, hey man, just feed the people that's living under the bridge down here, dang on Farm Street, bro. That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah.
You know,
That's man. Hey, bro, it's
that's crazy.
man.
But I didn't really see it 'cause I don't really want to make no comments on it until I see it, son.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely. I'm just looking at it more so like just. I think when it comes to times where there's a amount of people that's losing their life, like when it's a mass of people losing their life at one time, it's just like it's amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like how that occurs. You know, huh?
but I like I told you before, so I think all that shit started with with matter of fact with what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Before COVID, you would never see me even talking about a damn podcast.
Right, right,
That's
right.
had nothing to do. But man, I think people need to be competing. Okay, well, I went to a movie theater, man, 4 years ago, and I killed 5 people
How
for
many
the Batman.
people?
So I gotta go on Facebook. I gotta get 10.
I gotta get, and it's all on video. Like, and it
Come on,
was
man.
crazy to me
I
because
was famous, like Billy the Kid.
yeah, because I'll be watching the video, and then first of all, I'll be thinking like, okay, why is this on video if you fighting for your life? You feel me? Like you hear gunshots going all out through the hall. Why is it on video? But then I'm watching the video and I see three other people ducking behind chairs and they videotaping it. And I'm like, where did this shit come from? To where you
Bro,
the need to have to videotape everything that's occurring. At that point, bro, I'm trying to get out. I'm listening for the gunshots, seeing where they're coming from, and I'm trying to get as far away as possible.
what most comedians say, man, niggas trying to get up out of there, bro. I ain't trying to stay there to see what's going on. I don't give a shit.
Mm-mm.
I live to get out of there, man. See my wife, my kids. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with them? They just trying to make gigs, trying to get a damn hit.
It's crazy, bro. Like,
The 5.72 that ain't going your ass.
it's crazy. I think they think like, okay, I'm gonna catch this on camera. If I make it, then hey,
Yeah,
I can
I'm
send the
telling you.
video to CNN or Fox
That's the
News.
big thing now.
You know what I'm saying? But if I don't make
And
it,
that's
hey, it is what it is. It was my time to
and
go.
that's why they're trying to get rid of that tick shit or whatever y'all call it, because they
Yeah,
know
yeah.
China will pop all that. Cause see, y'all talk too damn much. Everybody want to be on video.
Everybody want to be on video. Everybody want video. But
You know what
see,
I'm saying?
I'd rather want to be on video like this,
Right.
alone in my
Because
home.
when you look at it or not, whether you like it or not, I just think it's something that people actually see interesting because maybe they don't have no one to talk to about it. Because I wouldn't talk about this with no one else. And
Right.
normally, if I time different one out there, I'll be on my third cup of dang on green teas or something, but
Yes, sir.
I'll never be wet and I'll be in a burn a couple. Oh boy, we
Yeah.
can really talk shit there.
And they go ahead and make that thing illegal though, man. They playing
Yeah, well,
everywhere.
too many people be using common sense that let you smoke weed. That's why they don't want you to do it.
You ain't lying.
They'd rather make all that shit to make your teeth fall out. So y'all can pay for it for $10 and kill your damn stuff.
And what they say on Narcos when they say the first guy that smoked weed, he was I think a Chinese emperor, a Chinese or Japanese emperor. Don't quote me on this, but I think he said he's a Chinese emperor. He said the first guy that smoked weed was a Chinese emperor, and when he smoked it, he saw a blue jay, and the blue jay told him like to conquer everything around him. And what did he
What?
do? And what did he do? He went around to his neighbors and conquered every tribe and city around him.
What? And all we did was burn it for that?
Hey, man, burnt the grass,
And I can say,
and that's
I'm,
what
I'm
that's what
looking like
came
a
to his mind.
sniper. Yeah,
It's like,
it ain't no problem. But then say they want you to get this shit that that they done cooked up. They go,
cooked up.
dumbass. Yeah, they go ahead and boy, if it ain't coming out of the ground, don't bring it to Mr. Rogers.
Come on, man. pills. This dang on, oh
I
my
don't even
God.
feel for the head. I just
This
drink a cup of hot
opioid
tea.
pandemic. But it's
Yeah,
opioid pandemic. And it shows you that, man, on that Netflix series, man. When they
they
was
pay
talking
for that
about
shit. That's a
Oxycontin,
money
man,
thing in the
Oxycontin.
United States. That's
Huh?
a money thing. That's a money. That's a money thing. Opioids, opioids, whatever you want to call it. You got to get a prescription for it. Because like I was telling you, when Pops was overseas, man, they got a damn drug store in any corner. You gonna get whatever you want. You
Yeah.
ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta pay no $50 copay to get no damn whatever. If you got an allergy or whatever the case may be, you just go in the damn pharmacy and pick it up. Over here, man, you gotta go to the doctor. That's $100.
Yep.
$75 copay. Then you gotta go to the dang on CVS to get some generic bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You get that ooh we on the counter away, nigga.
Hey, yeah. And be right. Hey,
What?
it'll heal your headaches. It'll heal your
I'll be at work
toe
tomorrow.
issues,
Work
heal your
tomorrow.
knee problems, heal your ankles, heal your back. But
You
now you
good.
give me all this oxy and all of that. And I'm being in the military because, hey, but they'll give you everything up under the sun before they even think about trying to give you surgery, think about giving you
Every
anything
commercial
else.
I see right now is what you can get at the dang on at the at the damn pharmacy. And
Yeah.
then at the end of each pill they say, well, you can take it, but make sure you know your kidney gonna fall out. You're gonna have a heart problem. Your ding ain't gonna get hard no more. They give you all the warnings at the end of the damn pill.
Right.
But they're giving that thing to your ass at
But the
PA.
side effects be worse than the sickness that you got.
What? You in there with a sinus problem. Now you can't see or nothing else. Kidney fall out. Dick don't get hard. People
Yeah. Nah, man, real talk, man.
Gotta get that little disability in. It's too late.
It's too late, bro. It's too late, man.
They got that. Y'all got that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My dad was more like, this is more like,
Was that?
this is a little more closer to what it's supposed
That's
to be.
right. Yeah, that's right, man. Hey, man, we just trying to find our groove, and find our niche, on the Do Not Disturb podcast from D&D, aka Darren and Dave.
Mm-hmm.
So man, we trying to find our groove, man, and just bring people into like a everyday conversation, man, realness, man. Like
And I
even
think
be
we're gonna
worried
post
about
this,
being
man.
cancer right now.
Yeah. I think we're gonna post this, man, and then we love to hear some comments back on it, man, to give us something else to talk about because we don't always want to talk about us. We can't give up
Right.
all the secrets. We got to hear about some other African American pops out there that's been doing things with their children. Or either way, it doesn't matter. It don't have to be that. It's just that we just want people to know that we have family behavior as well, man. We
Yeah.
put and
And
because
yeah.
I got a couple of stories I could tell when I used to work at a military base here. I don't want to call out no names or anything, but they when they saw me and I told them about my son, they were thinking like, okay, well, when they see my son, he was going to talk like me and Curtis and that. I don't have a filter most of the time. So
Yeah.
when I pulled up, he was like this. He was talking to the people and he was like hitting them with that as well, standing parade rest. They was like, damn, Miss Ross, I didn't know your son like that. I'm like, but okay. This ain't the first ass whooping my children I got, so they ain't gonna be coming over here acting crazy. Come
Yeah.
on, man. You ain't better than me up here, nigga.
Yeah.
We're gonna close this one out.
That's right.
And it was good. I hope everybody really appreciate the little the thing that me and my son got going on, man. And yeah, man, OG Rogers just signed on out to the next one.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
right,
man.
man. And, hey, y'all please check out the Do Not Disturb podcast from Darren and Dave. Again, this is our first one. I don't want to I don't really want to be on the like and describe because if you like it, man, you're gonna like it, and if you want to subscribe, man, you're gonna subscribe. So there's no point in me
Okay.
forcing you to do it. So man, we signing out. Y'all check us out. Y'all take care. We'll be back, man.